And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the big one, the one you've all been waiting for. Our final fight, our main event of the evening. North v South, the Battle of Britain, the contest for the #1 spot. And so, without any further ado, please welcome, firstly, to the black corner from Manchester, Liam the Hitman Harrison!
So finally then, the main event, and not just one the crowd here have been waiting for a few hours this evening, but for a couple of years as well. The #1 welterweight in the country at Muay Thai, Liam Harrison. Finally, we get to see him in action. And Dave Fensom, how excited are you? Just put it into words. That we're about to see what we've been waiting for since this series started at the O2.
Put it into words and keep it clean is what you mean. I'm very excited. This has been a long time coming.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the white corner, the UK #2, the fighting pride of South London, Charlie Boy Peters!
Well, it's not often that Charlie Boy Peters makes a ring walk here as the challenger or as potentially the underdog. He's picked football's coming home. Is the British #1 spot coming home for Charlie Peters. He looks confident, relaxed, but don't be fooled. Huge, huge occasion for him. He will have not taken this lightly. It will have been a grueling camp under the watchful eye of Kieran Kennel. Just had a look at him hitting pads upstairs a few moments ago. And it's business time for Charlie Peters. Took no easy challenges when he secured his world title about 18 months ago, made 5 or 6 defences of that and came unstuck against the uber-talented Samopech Fairtex. He was badly hurt in that contest, but he was a worthy champion while the reign lasted. This one could well have been for the title had Harrison not been injured the first time around. It was Fairtex that stepped in when Harrison was injured.
Yeah, to be fair, Charlie took a body kick across the solar plexus when he was breathing. That winded him, put him down. That was just one of those shots, but the finisher was a superb elbow by Samopech Fairtex.
Charlie!
In the eye socket of Charlie Peters, and it just blew up massively straight away.
That was a respectful nod of acknowledgement between these guys, but I don't think you'll get any more than that until after the final bell. There's been heat and there's been talk. And now,
and so, ladies and gentlemen, this is it, our final fight, our main event of the evening, the Battle of Britain, the contest for the #1 spot. And this A-class Muay Thai rules bout will take place in the -66.7 kilogram division over 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you, firstly, fighting out of the black corner. He brings an excellent record of 109 fights with 84 wins, 23 losses and 2 draws. He's been the UK's #1 welterweight for the last 13 years, representing Bad Company Gym in Leeds. It's Liam the Hitman Harrison!
Some credentials.
And across the ring, fighting out of the white corner, he brings a record of 59 fights with 47 wins, only 12 defeats. He's a 3-time world champion and the UK #2, the fighting pride of Southeast London. It's Charlie Boy Peters! And ladies and gentlemen, your referee in charge of this one, Mr. Jesse Saunders of Woking.
So the moment then upon us here at the O2, just a momentary lull, but it's electric in London. Final preparations for Liam Harrison. Charlie Peters smiles, but that will mask short, some anxiety, some anticipation, and away we go then.
You can hear the crowd here are very excited for this.
British #1 spot at welterweight up for grabs here. Almost more valuable to either of these two men than the multiple world titles that they have between them, Dave.
Certainly. This is all about bragging rights. It's all about who's the best in the country. Liam Harrison, known for that heavy right low kick, chopping legs. If you ever saw what he did to Andre Kalubin and many, many others.
Well, he landed one. That's the second he's landed already. There's reddening on that front leg of Charlie Peters. Just shows you the power that's present.
Yeah, he kicks very hard.
Peters has had a good training camp since that loss to Fairtex. Always comes in brilliant condition, and he's so used to the environment here. Knows the ring walk, he knows the sounds of the crowd. He's completely used to every aspect of this building. Harrison a little less so, Dave. Not that that will make a difference to somebody as experienced as he. Already he's starting to get to work on that front leg of Charlie Peters. That was always going to be his game plan. I don't think there was any secrets about that. It's how Charlie Peters will deal with that that's going to be the potential difference maker.
Yeah, this is it. Liam does what he does very well. And people think, oh, it's okay. I think Richard Smith said people think they can deal with what Liam Harrison does until Liam Harrison does it to them. And that is so true. He's so sharp, he's so powerful. He's been fighting at this top level for longer than anybody I can think of.
15 years as British #1. He acquired that spot around the age of 20, and he's held it ever since. Quite incredible. And I think it's fair to say Charlie Peters has earned his right to have spoken out about it. He's knocked on the door. He's won plenty of high-profile fights. Remember, he was in with Fabio Pinca, his first kind of crack at a major. Didn't win that time, but performed pretty well. Secured his Muay Thai Grand Prix world title a couple of years ago, defended it many times here. Really, really tough challenges. He's absolutely earned his right to be sharing the ring with Harrison and be going toe-to-toe with him.
100%. I mean, Charlie's earned this, and that's what he was looking for the fight. There's no malice in it. He just wants to fight the best. How do you know if you're the best unless you fight the best? And Liam is undoubtedly the best at this weight.
That was a stinger. And Peters smiles in almost admiration of the power that precedes Harrison's reputation.
Yeah, he's taken a lot of these low kicks already in round one. Harrison does really well just to chop away at the leg. Try and slow his opponent down this early in the fight.
Well, 5 rounds, but Harrison keeps working on that front leg. It's going to be a long, long night for Charlie Peters. Let's have a look at some of the replays.
Charlie doing well, just to take little steps, move around.
Trying to take the sting off some of those low kicks coming in early. Almost nothing by way of hands thrown. I think Peters threw just a short combination midway through the round that got Harrison's attention, nothing more really. It was all about those kicks early.
Yeah, Harrison threw a boxing combination over this side of the ring. But yeah, like you say, there was a short flurry from each guy.
10 seconds.
And you just know this. That's right. You just know there's something special when this many people are crowded around ringside. There's electricity in the air. It's just got a different feel to any other night we've had here. We've had some really, really good nights over the last couple of years.
We certainly have, but this is a really high-profile fight. It's not often that Liam fights Farang, really. He was fighting a lot of Thais, a lot of top names. He's been fighting top-ranked stadium fighters for a number of years, but there's never been anybody in the UK, really, that's been able to challenge him. Charlie Peters is doing so now, though.
Opens up with the hands, Peters. He's got a strong set on him, pushes the elbows through again. You're right, Dave.
Jordan Watson in the corner there telling Harrison just to chill out for a bit, relax.
And it was a cagey opening round, and the touch paper here at the O2 has just been lit. Charlie Peters now starting to take a few risks, starting to open up, seeing how Liam Harrison responds. This is good work.
This is something as well people forget. Charlie Peters has got dynamite in his hands. Early in his career, he was knocking people out for fun.
Well, this is good work from Peters. Harrison now pushed onto the back foot, hasn't thrown so many of those low kicks, and Peters is just boxing his way into range. Uppercut, right hook, up behind the guard, stiff jab. Where's this come from? We've got a fight on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely 1-2 combination.
Yeah, I think Peters feels like he can win this on punches. Look.
Just takes the...
There's that leg kick again.
So it takes that kick to the leg.
Harrison's left hook. There's that chopping right kick again and again. He's so well known for that. Nice little sneaky uppercut there from Peters.
Well, he's head-hunting Peters, but why not? He's got Harrison's attention when he throws, drives that knee up through the middle. Really good start to the round. First 2 minutes down, and you'd say first 2 minutes in the bank for Charlie Peters. Real reddening on that lead leg, though, of the man that we would consider to be the home fighter.
Remember how this works, though. First 2 rounds is normally sussing each other out. Look at that left leg of Charlie Peters. The damage that those kicks do. Elbow from Harrison. Got a reddening on the nose of Charlie Peters here.
Peters being pushed back as well.
I have to be honest, I didn't see Charlie pushing Harrison like this early in this fight. Great boxing from Peters.
Well, they would have had to have come up with a slightly different game plan for this. It couldn't just be Route 1 stuff, and Peters knows he's dangerous with the hands. He's using them really, really well. Well, round apiece.
Wow, this is really shaping up to be a fight.
And it's so great too when a fight builds up in the public's imagination, there's plenty of talk, and then it starts to live up to expectation. That first round, it just looked like maybe it was going to be a bit cagey, and now Charlie Peters has just found second, maybe even third gear there, and just, as you say, back Harrison up, push the elbow through the middle. Great performance from him, certainly in the early parts of that second round.
Yeah, I mean, he was really pushing Harrison back, and I didn't see him backing him up. I thought Harrison would be the powerhouse coming forward, but Peters is doing well to sort of stand his ground, push the action, move forward. But that leg kick of Harrison really taking effect on Peters at the moment, as we see it in the replay now. Shaping up to be a good fight, but like we say, first 2 rounds, feeling each other out. This is where it really steps up, round 3.
So maybe now time for Harrison to start going through the gears himself. High kick from Peters. Now the pace is already quickened. Harrison on the hunt. Peters with a 1-2, just moves around, just trying to teep at the quad.
Harrison looks like he's setting up that left hook to me. Good left body kick by Harrison.
Peters on the back foot, just the beginning of this round. Tries to teep, Harrison tries to catch, left hook from Peters, just moves away, gives himself some room.
Look at the change here from round 2 to round 3 now though. Harrison not just as I was going to say, he's not getting backed up, he gets backed up, but he's pressing the action, he's on the front foot now, coming forward. Locks the body strong.
Well, it's closer than I think many people thought it might be. Harrison, there's no doubt about it, was the favourite in terms of popular opinion.
He has to be. His level of experience and who he's fought, he has to be Charlie is the underdog.
Nice right hand, missed with the jab, pushed through with the right and backed Harrison up. Harrison now with his back to the ropes on the far side of the ring. Peters just looks poised, ready to strike. The two come together.
Yeah, that left leg of Peters is starting to really swell up now and got a disgusting colour.
The welts have appeared, as you say, Dave. Just a little kick to the inside of the leg of Harrison from Peters.
Some good work there, though. So Peters doing well to block most of that. Good left kick from Harrison. Answered straight back by Peters.
Neck and neck in round number 3. Minute to go. Nice high kick there from Peters. Moves out the way. Good movement.
Yeah, great move there.
And again, he's looking sharp and focused. Harrison just taking a few steps back, trying to keep the range.
As the crowd start chanting Charlie's name.
Stiff jab there. It's like to see Peters start to let go with the hands he had so much success with in round number 2. There's the left hook.
That's the thing, both these guys carry knockout power in their hands. Lovely lean back there. Harrison's left body kick is so fast. Charlie just read it really well. Great work.
Moments to go then in this 3rd round. Swing and a miss then from Peters. The two touch gloves back to their corners, and Peters in a confident mood. Closer than you'd anticipated, Dave?
Yeah, it is, certainly is. No disrespect to Charlie, because I really do rate him, and he's a great fighter. But Liam Harrison, for me, is someone I've watched for years. Back in the day when he was fighting on, there was a TV show called Night of Combat. It was on like Channel 5, and he was fighting top-level people at that stage. And he's been doing it for the last 10 years, fighting top-ranked stadium fighters. Charlie's come through the ranks now, and he's hit a point where he can challenge. And that's what's really interesting, but it's always been, Liam has always been a level above everybody else, and I don't think that's disrespectful to say to anybody. He has been. He's the best pound-for-pound fighter to come out of the UK in my eyes.
Warners, 10 seconds.
This is Charlie's doing very well.
Well, he's approaching his mid-30s, the man on your screen there, Harrison. It's the master and the student. There has to come a crossover point, though, where one takes over the other. Will it happen before the retirement of Liam Harrison? Good hands from Peters early, then the team. He needs to start positively, needs to put a big round in the bank in round number 4, no doubt about it.
Yeah, this is a very integral part of the fight.
Good combination again from Peters. Harrison crashes that high body kick in. Eyes around the ring, just honed in. That centre ring. There isn't a pair of eyes in the house that isn't watching this and watching it closely.
Little well under the right eye of Harrison there from the boxing of Peters. But look at the color of Charlie Peters' left leg. He needs to make sure he continues to check those kicks.
Oof. Nice work from Harrison again. Just feinting upstairs to draw the eye line.
Great blocking from Peters. He's doing really well to sort of soak up some of that damage. When Harrison lands strong and clean, it's dangerous. Oh, lovely work. Lovely work from Peters there. A little turn, and you see the sportsmanship there. He runs in to,
really nice.
to help him back in the ring. There's no malice with these guys. They just want to be the best and prove themselves.
Nice left hook there, lead left hook, but Harrison responded with one of his own, snuck a right hand behind it. Good head movement from Peters.
Beautiful work from Peters. The lean back, the left hook, the low kick.
He made him miss by absolute margins.
Is this Charlie Peters' time?
Oof. Him onto that kind of almost left hook come elbow as Harrison stepped forward, jabs him back into that corner.
Little cut on the nose of Charlie Peters.
Maybe the kick just grazed past him. Digs the knee in. Well, this is interesting. 20 seconds to go in four. Harrison down.
Left hook for left hook there. And Harrison went down.
Well, let's have a look at that in the replay. Bats just lost his footing rather than it being a bona fide knockdown. But Charlie Peters, I dare say, Dave, in the ascendancy here after a good start from the British number one. Round 4, 1 to go. What a fight.
Wow, exactly as you said. What a fight this is shaping up to be. I think there's a bit of shock in the air. I mean, I don't mean that disrespectfully to Charlie, but I didn't see this happening. Just seeing some of the action on the replay now. That little turn as Harrison went through the ropes.
And as you say, the key to the early part of the success in the early part of the round for Peters was that he was blocking, seeing what was coming, taking the sting out of it, and then he started to crank things up in the second half of the round, open up with the hands, and really, it was Harrison who was walking backwards.
There was the replay on that hook again.
Well, Peters calmly applauds the crowd. It's been a terrific contest over the first 4 rounds. 3 minutes to go. Will the British number one spot change hands? It would be history in the making if it did.
This is absolutely, as you say, history in the making.
And there must be a part of Harrison, though, that knows as well, Dave, that this one is really, really close and that he can't just coast this 5th round. He's got to go and win it convincingly.
Yeah, look how quiet both the corners are. Both corners are quiet. They're both so intent watching this.
Kieran Kedal normally is the kind of picture of calm, but he just looks like he's on the cusp of celebrating something really big here. Tension in the air like we haven't had at this venue since the start of the Muay Thai Grand Prix, and it's fantastic. Left hook, Harrison's cut.
Harrison's got a split on his nose. I didn't see what that was.
Peters kicks to the body. Harrison bravely comes forward again. Peters waiting, left hook, right hand uppercut, then the right hand round the back of the guard. Terrific combination.
Harrison, left body kick.
It's just neck and neck, absolutely neck and neck. Harrison jumped in, missed the...
He tried to go in with a jumping elbow.
He did.
Body kick from Peters.
Well, Peters has just been in the zone since the end of round one. He's just seen things coming, relaxed and countered really well. And when he's had the opportunity to put his foot down, he's pushed Harrison backwards. Minute 30. And there's chance now from the O2 in London. Charlie. Harrison looks up at the clock. Is that a sign that he's starting to feel the pace of this one? It hasn't been frenetic, but it's been aggressive. It's been mentally draining for these two. Peters has the body kick checked. Harrison doesn't, but Peters responds.
Yeah.
A minute to go now.
Charlie Peters is doing very, very well here. Look at him taking the center of the ring and pushing Harrison back. That's one thing I did not think I would see.
Peters calm, waiting, double kick to the body. Harrison trying to walk him down. Little flurry of shots, and he walked Harrison onto.
Harrison just going off balance a couple of times as well when he throws his shots. Good left kick from Peters.
And again, Harrison unable to take his man off balance. 28 seconds in this final round, and the crowd now starting to cheer, starting to applaud. Peters takes a deep breath. Is there time for one last bit of drama? One of these men to roll the dice. Harrison comes in behind the hands. Peters catches the high kick. This is terrific stuff.
That time Harrison landed and missing, making his opponent miss, but
moments to go in this final round. There it is. Well, Kieran Kettle has his hands on his head because he genuinely looks like a man who believes that Charlie Peters has knocked the king off the top spot. And Harrison raises Peters' hand aloft there. Is that a sign of things to come?
I'm not the judge, but I think Peters took that. For me, that was...
Listen, look, the face of Evan Jays, and you can't quite see what we're seeing ringside, folks, but it's a melee because people are almost in shock and disbelief. There are hugs ringside. Peters goes up on the turnbuckle. Harrison also raises his hand, but the body language at the end tells a story that certainly, as far as everybody ringside is concerned, Charlie Peters has done enough.
Just saw Jordan Watson saying to Liam, you won that, but basically I don't know if you'll get the decision.
I tell you what, Dave, this has got rematch written all over it, whichever way the decision goes.
Yeah.
It was neck and neck between these two.
It's interesting, both corners think they've got it.
Well, looking at the highlights from that final round, they both gave absolutely everything. They're all smiles and they hug in the centre of the ring. And our Master of Ceremonies, Peter Lowe, is standing by and he has the result.
Ladies and gentlemen, a massive round of applause to both men after 5 high-quality rounds of action, proving why these men are the best this country's ever produced. And at the end of those 5 completed rounds, your ringside judges have reached a unanimous decision, all in favour of your winner and the UK #1, fighting out of the white corner, it's Charlie Boy Peters!
Charlie Peters has done the impossible. Harrison fought bravely, he fought well, his corner believe he'd done enough. But everybody ringside and this crowd all believe that Charlie Peters had. Dave, you and I had him up through round 5. He's in tears, embracing Kieran Kettle. And after losing his world title, this is the sweetest of victories for him. This outstrips anything that he's achieved so far in his career. 15 years at the top of the pile for Liam Harrison. Today, the title of UK #1 changes hands and it belongs to Charlie Peters.
I think this will mean more than probably any belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your new UK #1, Charlie Boy Peters!
Yeah, hello. Yeah. It's Liam. Liam, firstly, congratulations. An amazing fight, amazing performance. So, how did the fight go differently to the way you'd planned it?
I planned to try and beat him on points. I didn't try to blow him away. Charlie had a real strong round two. He rocked me with an head kick, solid head kick. But I thought I were always just, round 3 and 4, I thought I was just nicking. I thought I were ahead even round 5. Yeah. So I'll have to watch it back, but I don't know, I'm not too sure about that.
Does it motivate you to perhaps come back for a rematch with Charlie?
Of course. Look, I came down here, I came down to his own show, his own fans. I give him his shot. With a fight that close, I think it's only fair that he either brings me back here or comes on a neutral ground, because that was close, wasn't it? I mean, and I think I nicked it, but...
Well, we should say a big congratulations. You've held the #1 spot for such a long time now. You've represented Muay Thai to the highest level. You know, next steps for you?
I don't know. I just have to speak with Richard about what's next. I've got some big fights planned for the rest of the year, but obviously my main concern now is getting a rematch and trying to put that right. Because like I say, I thought I was just slightly ahead, but I'll have to watch it back. I can't really tell from that.
Just finally, a word for your fans, friends and family that came out to support you tonight.
Thank you as always. Sorry I couldn't deliver, but congratulations to Charlie. Well done, mate.
Liam. A bit louder. Charlie, you seem quite emotional there at the end. Is this potentially the best day of your life and a dream come true?
I just have to say, everyone that doubted me, look at me now. Yeah.
Football's coming home indeed, right?
Yeah, and so am I.
So walk us through the fight. How comfortable were you throughout that fight, and was that, you know, part of your game plan?
I felt comfortable. I feel like I gave him, at times, a bit too much respect, but it's fucking Liam Harrison, you know. He's like I keep saying, he's a legend and a pioneer of English Muay Thai. So I'm gonna have that respect for him. But I feel like at times I didn't, and it proved me right. You know, it's a fight that you have to go in confident and you have to go in strong. You know, you're up against the best. But I fought Fabio Pinca, I fought Sanchai Pacon, you know. I just feel blessed and lucky to be able to fight Liam before he retires. You know, because whenever. But, you know, he didn't have to give me the shot, so thank you very much for giving me that chance. You just made my fucking dream come true. So thank you very much. He said it was a close fight, but we've got mutual judges. You know, these guys do other shows around the country, you know, so, you know, whatever. Tonight, I got the W, and I'm going fucking 5 guys. Who's coming?
Well, finally, and you, for your fans and friends that have supported you and come out tonight, any words for them?
Thank you. I mean, look, you can see everyone who stayed here to watch the fight. Thank you, everyone who came to support me, who sent me messages, phone calls, texts. It never goes unanswered, and I always appreciate it with all my heart. So thank you so much. It means so much to just feel the love.
Thank you very much. Charlie Peters, everybody.
Wait. I just want to say thank you to my dad for changing his holiday around just to be here for that. But I just want to say thank you to the man that made it happen. Fucking Kira, man. We fucking done it.
Charlie Peters, everybody. Photo, photo.